We are on to day 3 of Miata Madness. It is Wednesday. Had a decent night's sleep, so ready to tackle today and hopefully get a lot more done. So, as stated in the last video, kind of having to rethink how I want to get things done. Basically, I have decided that I'm just going to focus on the control arm bushings, the suspension. Definitely going to try to get the fronts knocked out as much as I can and have it mostly back together while I wait for the remaining parts that I ordered. So I ordered the new lower ball joints, ordered some front sway bar end links, and I have the wheel bearings that hopefully should up on Friday. So I can at least get the control arm bushings done, get the motor mount done in the front, and at least get it buttoned up for the most part, get the control arms in and everything. Then I'll move to the back. Do the rear control arms, do the rear suspension. I have rear sway bar end links for that as well too. I'm probably going to hold off on doing the differential bushings or differential mount bushings, whatever you want to call them. That project is very intensive as it is with, dropping the power plant frame. I don't know what kind of snags I'm going to get into that. I'll probably just do that mid-season. So once I get the bushings done, I think that should be pretty much everything along, with the brake lines and everything too. But other than that, just do all the fluids. And I still got to figure out second seat. I found one on Facebook Marketplace that I might get. It's not going to match the Recaro. It's going to be an OMP. Hopefully that guy messaged me back and I can figure out how to get that in. And we should be all good to go. But that's the plan. Still got to get the tie rod ends knocked out as well too. But that is what we got going on. So as always, I'm going to shut up and get to work. Believe it or not, I'm not a professional when it comes to these things. So I am going to be replacing the camber caster adjustment bolts for obvious reasons. These guys have seen better days. I picked up these ones. These are SPC, I believe. So I guess they're just like an OEM replacement or upgrade replacement. First thing I noticed with the differences here is that when you look at these, there's like a flat side, and these ones have it, but the flat side only goes up on the threaded portion. This one actually has the flat side along the whole length of the bolt. So I'm assuming maybe that helps you lock it in a little bit better. I know that a problem with these Miatas are that the alignment can slip, especially under heavy driving. So maybe that's why these designs are like that. I think some of them even have 2 flat sides for like the really heavy duty ones. I know there's lockers you can get as well too. But this should work for the most part. But yeah, coming along just nicely. Upper control arm is on. Got my light's going crazy. Maybe it died. Got the KYB AGX adjustable shock. This is used and this is a stock spring. So I got the adjustment clickers here so I can get that nice and dialed in at every event. Oh yeah, also the tip here when you're doing these types of installs, when you do new bushings, do not fully torque down the component. Wait for the load of the car to be on it so you can torque them correctly and you don't get any squeaking bushings or anything like that. So yeah, just got to put the lower one on and kind of button up as much as I can with the missing parts. Brake line is on as well too. So yeah, this side should be done shortly and I should be moving on to the other side. The passenger side is put together as much as I can while I'm waiting on parts. So upper and lower control arms are in with their brand new polyurethane bushings. I have the new camber caster adjuster bolts, brand new stainless steel braided brake line. Also have the KYB adjustable shock. This is the AGX model. Not the best one, but it was used. I got a good deal on it. I'm gonna be running a stock spring and the adjustment still works. The only current snags I have on this side are that the tie rod end is still stuck in the spindle. I got to get that removed. And while I was removing the upper ball joint, I didn't notice that the tool that I was using actually kind of mushroomed the beginning of the first thread, and now it's like impossible to even start it. I have the tap and die set to rethread it, but the ball joint unspins and I can't seem to find my vice grips to hold it steady. So I might go out tomorrow and get those. Just kind of planning. I gotta do some errands tomorrow anyway, so while I'm out, I'll go pick up those tools before I start. Also got this side sway bar bushing done as well too. Gonna be running the stock sway bar, so just just doing bushings to begin with, just to start off with everything. But with that said, this side is going to be called done for now. Gonna move on to the driver's side. I'm going to clean up my mess over here and start fresh on the other side. I'm hoping that now that I know all the little, tips and tricks on this side, I can just kind of blow through the driver's side. And the goal for today is to at least have the driver's side back to this condition by the end of the day, and hopefully start to disassemble the rear today. But we'll see. Keep moving, I guess. Garage is cleaned up a little bit. Organized my chaos over there. Along this side here, I am in the process of getting all the tear down done. I actually have to stop now because I am missing tools, or need tools, because I don't have my little ball joint fuller separator anymore, so I got to go out and get another one. Oddly enough, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, this wheel bearing has been replaced once. There's still some grease from when someone had installed that wheel bearing. Since I believe in doing wheel bearings in pairs, I'm gonna go ahead and just do the pair, but I might just keep that one as a spare, just in case. It never hurts. It's a race car. It never hurts to have spares of things like that when you're in a pinch, especially if you're out far somewhere, or you needs to order something and you can't get it overnight. It helps to have that, along with things like this sway bar link is good. The other side was shot, but this one's pretty good still, so I'm going to keep that. Just keep spare parts like that, and that helps you in the long run. But yeah, I'm going to take a break real quick, eat some lunch, and head out, get the tools and supplies I need, and come back and keep going at it. It's going well, knock on wood. Hopefully this side comes out fairly easy, and then I can get all the bushings and everything pushed in, get the motor mount done, and call it a day for the front, and then start beginning the back. And then hopefully the back, I think, I don't know, I haven't even looked at the back yet. Yeah, the back still is an upper and lower type of deal going on as well too. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, we're moving along just fine. It's just nice having like a nice clean workspace sometimes. That kind of puts you in a good mood. But yeah, time to take a break. So, like with everything in life, things don't go perfectly. So here are the two current snags that I've come across, and it's gonna basically push me into next week for sure to get things buttoned up, unfortunately. Front spindle for the passenger side. I finally got the tie rod end out because I cut it. And yeah, that is in there. I've been trying my best to try to get this thing out, and at this point, I'm just gonna try to source a new spindle for the time being while I still work on that. The newest problem I have now is the driver's side lower control arm. The first issue was that the lower ball joint here, this bolt that mounts it in, someone had replaced it at one point, I guess, and probably just said cross threads or no threads. Even using my impact over there, which can take off axle nuts just fine, couldn't even get this thing to budge. And the unfortunate thing is I was planning on just trying to get, I was just, saying, what, screw it. I'm going to just go ahead and run this ball joint. It's actually in decent, or the ball joint itself is in decent shape. Doesn't have too much play. It's still very good condition. But while trying to push this bushing out with my jaw puller, which for all the other bushings worked just fine, somehow this one was extremely stuck. And this control arm is completely trashed. I'm not running this. Yeah, I'm not doing that. So fortunately, I'm gonna have to find a lower control arm for the driver's side too. I'm having a new ball joint coming anyway, so that's no problem, but I gotta find one of those, and yeah. So I guess all I'm gonna do for the rest of the day is I'm going to do the motor mount, do the brake line, and then start looking at the rears, I guess. But yeah, this is turning out to be quite the Miata in predicaments here. Yep. So if you guys remember, this was the passenger side motor mount. This is how the motor mounts come. This weird kind of like boat looking U bracket thing, and the mount itself with the stud. Here is the driver's side motor mount. Guys, come on. it is broken clear off. This engine was rocking. A totally broken motor mount. Like it's legitimately now in two pieces. I can't take it off with one hand. It's kind of wedged in there. But guys, this engine's this new motor mount situation is gonna make this car feel so much better already. But yeah, that was extremely broken. Like this was bad. This is badder. But yeah, I'm gonna put that motor mount in, and that will definitely be quite the upgrade and fix for sure. I need to stop for today before I just go crazy on this car. As you saw, I was putting in the new motor mount. Everything went totally smooth, and I'm over here torquing it. It's only 50 foot-pounds. I usually do it in increments. Start off with 40 and then I'll finish off at 50. It torqued just fine to 40, and I guess I must have hit, I don't know, 49, and the stud snapped right off the new motor mount. So not only do I have to go buy a new Megan Racing motor mount set, because I don't think you can buy them separately, I gotta pull it out again, wait for it to get here, put it in, and screw the schedule. There's no schedule for this anymore. We're just gonna go as it is. We're getting the old college try. We're just gonna see what happens. But day 3, fun. I'm gonna call it a day. I'll see you guys tomorrow.